Have you ever wondered how life starts? How from one single egg and one tiny sperm, something as complex as you begins to form? Today we're going to break down fertilization, the magical first step in creating life. Let's dive in. First, we start with the sperm. Millions of them are released. Yes, millions. They race through the female reproductive tract, facing obstacles all along the way. Many don't make it. Some get lost, some can penetrate barriers, some just don't have enough energy. But a very few will make it to the fallopian tube.
In the female body, once a month, an egg cell or ovum is released from the ovum. This egg travels through the fallopian tube, waiting for the sperm cell to meet it.
Meanwhile, during sexual reproduction, millions of sperm are released from the male. Their goal is to swim through the female reproductive tract to reach the egg. Yet, out of these hundreds of millions of sperm, usually only one lucky sperm will succeed and get the chance to create life.
The sperm uses its tail to push forward and enzymes in its head to break through the egg's protective coating. When one sperm finally penetrates, the egg quickly changes its surface to block any other sperm from entering. This ensures that fertilization involves only one sperm and one egg.
Inside the egg, the sperm's nucleus carrying the father's DNA fuses with the egg's nucleus carrying the mother's DNA. This fusion creates a zygote, a single cell with a complete set of chromosomes, half from each parent.
And here's the fascinating part. The baby's sex is already determined at this exact moment. The egg always carries an X chromosome, while the sperm may carry X or Y. If an X-bearing sperm fertilizes the egg, the zygote becomes XX, which means the baby will be a girl. On the other hand, if Y-bearing sperm fertilizes the egg, the zygote becomes XY, which means a boy. From this instant, the genetic blueprint for life is already written in that single cell.
Right after fertilization, the zygote begins to divide. Two cells become four, four becomes eight, and soon it becomes a cluster of cells. This rapid division is called cleavage, and it prepares the zygote to grow into an embryo.
While dividing, the zygote travels down the fallopian tube towards the uterus. Around 5 to 7 days later, it reaches the uterus and implants itself into the uterine lining. This marks the beginning of pregnancy.
From that single fertilized cell, the journey of human life begins. In time, the embryo will develop into a fetus, and after months of growth, it will develop into a newborn baby. Fertilization is the first step of the wonderful process.
So, that is fertilization, the beginning of every human life. From millions of sperm and one egg, a single cell called zygote is formed, and this tiny cell holds the potential to grow into a human being.
It reminds us how life is both fragile and extraordinary. Truly, the start of life is a miracle worth appreciating.